I'm not, I'm quite different than most of the people on the internet these days, it seems, because I have no use for social networking and fucking YouTube and all that.
I go on
weird
YouTube
shit they do.
sometimes. Like, I steal songs off YouTube that are rare. Because they have, like, download YouTube and, like, turn them into MP3 software. They do have a lot of, like, really, really rare releases.
I remember when people used to share them manually.
Oh, yeah. Like, letting friends borrow CDs.
I mean, like, you get a bootleg album, and you'd make copies for your friends, and you would propagate, like, the bootleg that way. And now it's all done with fucking, like, YouTube. Somebody gets a rare bootleg track, and they put it up on YouTube, and it shares. But to me, it takes a sense of community out of it, because you're no longer, sharing with somebody. You're just throwing things out there. It's like throwing some shit at the wall.
People.
Like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. I prefer the old days.
Yeah, the internet's pretty much ruining society.
Society's been ruined for a long time. And we've had our priorities fucked up for a very long time.
Very true.
Like, back in fucking, what was it again?
Especially as white people.
Yeah, well, back in 1978, the U.S. government was doing the federal aid program where they would send money to other countries and food. And in 78, they were sending like 45 tons of fucking tobacco under the aid program to the ruling communist militaries in fucking, like, Vietnam.
Wow.
45 fucking tons of tobacco as aid. Like, to me, it's just fucked up.
Why tobacco? Actually, that's kind of a
commodity.
Self-explanatory, yeah.
I mean, I love tobacco, but that's just fucked up.
Vietnam actually has a pretty good climate to grow it themselves,
Tobacco?
Nice and humid.
Yeah, it's not optimal for tobacco.
Yeah, it might be a little too wet.
Actually, I was just reading a book like last night. I actually fucking fell asleep with a fucking lamp on me. So I woke up at like 9 o'clock this morning. Fell asleep at like, I don't know, 8. Woke up at 9 and the fucking lamp was on me, burning my arm and my fucking stomach. But it's called Walking Dead. It's about Marines in Vietnam, written by a guy from the Ninth Company. It's pretty good so far. You know, he went in early. You know, he's one of the first kind of guys on the ground when they were still building the Datang airfield, armed with fucking M14s.
Yeah, they started out the war pretty archaic.
Well, you know, they had to learn. It was a completely different kind of war. And, you know, every war starts out being fought with the weapons from the previous war and using the previous tactics, and there's usually terrible losses until the people who are in charge smarten up.
Although, like in Iraq and Vietnam, they still put heavy casualties in, even after they adjusted.
Vietnam was really, really bad. for when it came to, kill numbers and casualties. On one hand, it was very demoralizing for the troops because the Vietnamese would, take the bodies away. And the other was that the establishment was so focused on kill counts that, that was how they measured their success, and that was the wrong way to fucking do it. Object getting above happen.
Yeah, they called it drying the waters of the people.
You hop in your truck, eh?
Good looking out. My aunt's ex-husband was in Vietnam as a door gunner